This time on Between the Wheels.
You know when you watch Street Outlaws? I did like these guys. Ran on the street. I went there, made noise, and went home. You'll hear it when I start it and drive it in. You'll understand, and your hair will stand up. He asked me questions like, is it fast? Yeah. Is it bear shit in woods?
Bought it in 1983 for $100 in a used washer and dryer.
He asked me questions like, is it fast?
Really don't have to say much.
Just enjoy the ride.
If Dominic Toretto is a real person, definitely be you.
So when I was 14, actually, I found this on Kijiji.
I was literally in the garage anywhere from 6 to 12 hours.
Decided to make a race car out of it. Let's see what happens here.
So the whole trip, I got pulled over 12 times.
So I'm standing here with Bob Masse in Montreal. So this is your truck.
Yes, sir.
And you have one hell of a background. So what's your racing background?
Well, I started in 1969, street racing, really. Most of me has been street racing.
Oh, really?
I never ran a class, I never ran nothing. I ran on the street and...
So you're kind of like a rebel. You're not really...
Yeah. I never put any of my cars in any classes. I went there, made noise, and went home.
So what was your first hot rod then?
1931 Ford 327, 6-pack, 4-speed.
Okay. How did you get that?
I was making $40 a week about, and the guy was asking $2,500. I borrowed $100 from 25 guys.
No kidding.
That was my first car.
Oh, you know, I don't think that happens in these days anymore. I don't think anybody would actually
have
be
the
nice.
balls to do that.
Right. You know, handshake deals are kind of gone these days. So.
Well, not with me. I'm still old school.
Yeah. So tell us about your racing background. Like, what are some of your achievements that you've done?
Well, I didn't really win much racing, you know, like, it was more like when you watch Street Outlaws?
Right.
I did like these guys. Ran on the street and
you're like an
you
American...
win, you lose, you win, you lose, you know.
So you're like an American Graffiti kind of guy, right?
Oh, yeah. I love the movie. I saw it. I must have saw it 50 times.
That's what it kind of reminds me of that. That's really cool. So you're definitely like a outlaw rebel kind of racer, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
And with this truck, so how does this truck tie into your life? Like, what significance does this truck have in your life?
I just like it. I just like the look of it. I like the sound of it. You'll hear it when I start it and drive it in. You'll understand, your hair will stand up and...
No kidding.
Yeah.
Right, and how did you get this truck? Like, what's the story
I bought
of
it from a guy in Ottawa. A poor fellow, he died, and his wife put it for sale, and I made him an offer.
Okay.
And the offer went through, and I went down to Ottawa and picked it up and brought it home. And
so there's a good amount of history in the truck there for the last 10 years. Now this is known, when I was talking to your brother, he said this is known as the fastest cabover in Canada. What does that mean?
Well, because there's not too many of them. It's the fastest truck cabover in Quebec, Montreal. My brother kind of
I got it.
Puts the horse in front of the buggy, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. Well, but this thing is crazy fast. What type of speeds were you running at on the track?
150 miles an hour.
Okay, and what's your time?
9 seconds.
9 seconds. Wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah. So what does this bring with the future? Like, what are we going to be seeing this thing in action? Where are you racing it next?
Well, the next time I run it, it's going to be at iCar.
Okay.
That's in a couple of weeks. I'm going there because it's a truck thing.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but I'm going to try and sell it.
Okay, fair enough. And you're racing against, I heard, 16 people. There's 16 competitors in that class?
Yeah, 16 pickup trucks, diesel.
Right.
But they haven't seen this yet, so.
Well, okay, well, that's really interesting. So what are your expectations? Like, do you think you got a chance at the top 3?
I think I got a chance of winning all of it.
Really? Okay. Well, we'll just have to see. I'm really excited for seeing that.
I'll see when I get there.
Right. Well, it was great meeting you. Thank you so much. And
Okay.
good luck at the race, right?
Yeah, all right.
So I'm standing here in Montreal with Yogi. You're the crew chief and mechanic of this truck here. It's a pleasure to meet you, first of all.
Same here. Pleasure to meet you.
So tell us about this truck, man.
So my friend Bob, who we've met before, he went and bought the trailer, the truck and the trailer, and we brought it here. And we took it out. And when I first saw it, I was not quite sure what it's all about, you know.
Yeah, because this is pretty unique.
Yeah. And once it was off the trailer and on the lift, and you know, you got to know the truck and everything. Yeah, okay, it has potential, you know,
Right.
and it's gone through a few motor changes, a few tranny changes, a few upgrades and stuff like that.
Okay.
Finally, we have the motor that we want, the tranny that we want. We do have the driver, that's Mr. Masse and his son, you know,
Right.
and the rest of the truck is it's ready to go anytime, you know.
So what engine did this truck come in first?
It came in with I think a 454, okay, which was done up, but not enough, you know.
So what tranny and engine combo do you have in there right now?
Now it's a 598 cubic inch.
Oh my God,
okay,
that's
with
huge.
990 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque, and a powerglide, two-speed
Two-speed
powerglide,
yeah.
with the Dana rear end,
Okay.
with 488 gears, you know.
48, wow. Yeah. So this thing off the line just must be insane then.
Yeah, it could be better because apparently we're only going to run the 8th mile, so we.
Right.
As much as, like Bob says, as much as he said he's going to sell it, you know,
You're not sure?
I'm sure, you know,
Okay.
but you know, for a flying brick, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Flying brick with a parachute. When you got one of these bad boys?
We never pulled it because it's got fantastic brakes on it.
Really?
Know,
So you never had to use it?
No. And he always did the quarter mile with it. And but after the 8th mile, because of the gears that are in it, it kind of doesn't pull anymore, you know. So it is what it is, you know. So we were thinking of doing some upgrades on the differential and everything, but you know, apparently it's going to be sold. I hope not, but I hope so too. There's a lot of money tied up into them. Actually, all 3 cars, you know. So they were sold at one point, you know, but got back down, you know. So.
Well, for the sake of the show, I'm glad it didn't get sold.
No, I mean either, because you know, you kind of fall in love with this thing, you know. So you don't see them anymore, you know.
I've never seen one.
And when the front wheels lift, when it leaves the line, not much, but they do lift, you know. It's nice to see.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, and these are crazy wheels. Like, how wide are these wheels? What are the specs on the tires?
Oh, I think we went to 34s.
Okay.
High, and I think 15 wide.
Wow.
Okay. So
definitely the biggest tires I've seen.
Yeah.
The term Cabover. What does the Cabover mean? Because when I think Cabover, I think, you know, all the old Freightliners or Peterbilts or Fords with the flat front.
Well, basically it's the same thing, but it's 1954. You know, like the cab on this truck is original cab.
Okay.
And the motor is inside the cab.
Okay.
In a box. That's a Cabover.
But this one doesn't have it.
This is all custom frame.
So you move the engine
in the middle.
Mid-engine.
Mid-engine, yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's almost like a Fiero.
Yeah.
Mid-engine vehicle.
Had one of them.
All right. So that obviously changes the weight distribution of the vehicle.
Balanced. It's perfectly balanced. Plus the driver, Mr. Masse, he's only like what, 5 foot something.
Okay.
And he weighs 130 pounds, so he's a perfect race car driver.
It's like the horse jockeys. They have the small
he's a perfect driver.
He's an automotive horse jockey. I love it.
Yeah. Mind you, his son is pretty good too.
Yeah. So this is like a family ordeal because it's his
Well,
brother introduced.
I've known Bob 50 years now, you know, and.
So tell me about Bob.
Well, I met Bob. He came to work at a speed shop I was working at, and he showed up with his 1931 or 32 Ford hot rod.
Nice.
And I asked him if he couldn't find a better looking car, you know. I mean, no, we're both young, you know.
Yeah. What year was this in?
72 or 3.
72. And you've known each other for 50 years.
Yeah. And out of those 50 years, maybe 6 we didn't work together. But we've kept in touch.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Bob is my good friend. He's almost like my brother. I mean, I held his son when he was born. You know what I mean? So
you're like an automotive family. You know, maybe not by blood, but you guys are definitely like family in a sense.
We went on vacation in his 32 Ford. You know, we went to Watkins Glen. You know, for the weekend with it. You know, we had a great time. You know, it's too bad they won't let us run these because these very rare. You know, because they're front engine dragsters. You know, this is right out of the 60s. You know what I mean? So. You know, they kind of like not outlaw them. They're dangerous. They're dangerous because you can see where the guy sits. You know, I mean, he's sitting right on top of the differential. You know, so if anything goes, goodbye. Right. You know.
So you must like, because you build these cars. How do you feel when they're about to go down the track? Like you must be
scared, nervous. I'm so glad when I see at the other end and the cars are still running. Motors we've blown up. You know, it's no big deal.
Yeah. Well, Bob survived 50 years worth of you building cars.
Amazing. You know, because he knows what I do, and he likes what I do, and I know what he wants. You know, so.
Well, that's the thing. It takes a good team to do something like this. This is not something you do by yourself. And finally, how do you think Bob's going to do at the race? He's going to be racing at Diesel Fest. What do you think his chances are against? I think he's a 16.
Pretty emotional and stuff like that. He's a good driver, and the Christmas tree will go. When it's green, you go. Okay, but they got upset with us in one race because when it went green, Bob left and they didn't and they were complaining they have to spool up. You know? Well, no, there's no. You know, when the light is green, you go to win. So we got to tell Bob, never mind with the guy beside you there. If it's green, you go. You know what I mean? And if they don't like it, well, it's too bad. You know?
I can't wait to see this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, listen, Yogi, as much as this car is a superstar and Bob's a superstar, so are you because you built this thing. So I got something for you. You got your very own Between the Wheels hat.
Thank you very much.
Everybody that appears on the show gets a hat, and I really appreciate it.
Just to clarify, I didn't really, I put them together.
Yeah.
You know, they came here in parts. And I just took them apart.
Well, listen, it's going to be exciting seeing you there, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
I
wish you see you there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, we'll be there. Don't worry.
I'll be there. Yeah.
If they can let us go with these, you're going to like it.
I can't wait to see. It should be a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Well, Bob, if you're doing a race, you need something for good luck, so I always give a hat.
All right.
Between those hats.
So in the middle there.
There you go.
My son's gonna wear that.
So good luck in the race. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll see you there Saturday morning.
Absolutely.
Early.
All right, so here it is, the big day. We're here at Diesel Fest, and we're here with Bob's truck, and check it out. We got the Between the Wheels logo. So this is gonna be the official truck of this race. Hope Bob does well. We wish him great luck, and it's gonna be really cool to see this on the track. This is a pretty big event. We got, I don't know how many thousands of people, but this is huge. It just keeps going and going. There's lots of different competitors here. There's trailers, different types of trucks. I heard that they go pretty much all day, today and tomorrow, so you can imagine the amount of trucks here. So there's a lot of people, everyone's kind of funneling in. We're gonna wish Bob luck and see how he does. Trucks run today, but you know who we didn't see run today? Bob. Unfortunately, there just wasn't enough time for him to run. He's kind of in a special class and it wasn't on top of their priorities, so he wasn't able to appear, but we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to figure out how fast this truck is. So I'm standing outside Sanair Motor Speedway. It's a beautiful sunny day here. We were supposed to see Bob run at Diesel Fest and that just didn't work out. You know, he's kind of the rebel, he's the outlaw. We're gonna find out just how fast this truck is because this thing, it's one hell of a truck. We gotta see this thing. right, Bobby Jr., what's happening today?
What's happening? We're gonna try the cars for the first time in I think two or 3 years.
Yeah, and who are you racing?
Each other. We'll race whoever wants to get next to us.
Yeah. So is your dad gonna be racing the cars, the truck, or is he gonna be racing the drag cars as well?
I think he's gonna try to do both.
He's gonna do both, okay, cool.
We'll get a run next to the truck with one of the Dragsters, and then maybe he'll square off with someone else with the truck. And
Can I get your autograph?
No.
So which one's faster, Bob's truck or the Dragsters?
Dragsters are faster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do the Dragsters even have in them? Like what engines?
They're small blocks. They're 350s, but they're bored out to some size I don't know. I'm not.
Sounds good.
I'm not the engine builder.
How much do they weigh? Like they must be just 1,000
The
pounds.
Dragsters are about maybe 1,300.
1,300 pounds. Yeah.
14 something with us in them, or.
They're half the weight of like a lot of the cars.
The truck is probably close to 35.
Okay.
It's probably double, yeah.
Well, good luck in the race. I look forward to seeing
thank
you
you very
guys in
much.
action finally. So Sanair is both a racetrack and a drag strip. So this is the drag strip behind me. This is where all the competitors line up, and this is where the race is going to be. So the vast majority of vehicles are Japanese imports. As you can hear in the background, pretty much anybody can enter here. You got a lot of Honda Civics, that kind of stuff. You also got some German cars, you know, some GTIs, things like that. And then on the odd occasion, you'll have something like over there. There are some cars that really stand out. That's what I'm talking about. Big boys are coming out. So it looks like Bob and his son are going to be racing the Dragsters first. Really excited to check these things out. You know, these are about half the weight of a car. I can only imagine how fast these things go. Not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like Bob let off on the throttle, but his son still got a pretty fast time. Just over 9 seconds, that's pretty cool.
you. The Bendix is going on this.
Oh, okay.
You did good. The car ran good, but you guys are pussyfooting in it.
This is, well, it's missing like a fucking, you don't hear?
I heard at the beginning, but I thought you did that. No?
We're not gonna, what did it run, 10?
10 something, both of you.
So,
Guys says, these things go faster. Oh, once you got going, it sounded fucking good.
no, it's missing. It's missing from the beginning.
Okay, I heard
It's like
it
running
at the very
7, 8,
beginning.
7, 8, yeah.
I heard it.
When you floored it, sounded.
So it looks like the truck isn't running quite like Bob wants it. He didn't quite get the time he wants, so they're gonna go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is round 2. Let's see how this one goes. So Bob's truck just wasn't running the way he wanted, didn't get quite the time he wanted. However, the true superstar is right there. Rob Jr. actually broke the 9s in this car, the old suicide dragster. So these are really quite dangerous because the engine is in the front. Basically, he's sitting on the differential in the back, so when you go on this ride, it could be your last ride, but hell of a brave man up there. That was amazing.
You ran an 899 for fuck's sake.
Who?
Your son.
Yeah, Junior had
Yeah, he's getting back out there. Fuck. Yeah, I saw.
It's missing.
Yeah, I saw.
Is he coming out of the, I tried it 5, 6 times. And then all of a sudden,
At some point it got.
it pulls, but it.
You are in the right gear, right? I know.
Yeah.
This. Okay, well. Where is he? Is he okay?
Or do we try it again?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. We're gonna do what? Oh, with the junior?
11?
11, 10.
Pull me down.
You wanna go down one more time?
Yes. Bugs me.
Keep your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
Okay, slow, eh?
There's nobody behind me?
Go. Let's go, Barry. Here you go.
happy with his run. Now that is a true outlaw move. He didn't wait for the light, didn't even start the right, he just fucking went. That's a true outlaw. He might not have won, but you know what? Sure as hell stole the show. That's the thing about outlaws, they don't play by the rules, they make them. Well, thank you so much, Bob, for being on the show and showing us your truck and you in action. Now, this is one of those things where it doesn't matter who wins or loses because everyone wins because everyone gets to see these awesome cars in action. And this wouldn't be actually possible without your brother, Reggie. So your brother, Reggie, actually set up not just this episode, but he also did JF's Peterbilt and he also did Diesel Fest itself. So to give him a recognition for what he's done, basically I have a little award for him. It's basically an award of excellence.
Okay.
So this is for, so I just wanted you to accept it on his behalf.
Okay.
It's just, thank you, Reggie, for all the hard work you did. It's because of people like you that events like this happen, so congratulations again.
Okay, so I'll give that to my
You'll
brother.
give that to your brother, and thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to meet people like you, legends like this, and Reggie made it happen. You're a rock star, Reggie. So he may have not captured the win, but he certainly captured the imaginations of all the people watching here. And that's the legend of Bobby Speed.
They kind of said, okay. He asked me questions like, is it fast? Is it bear shit in woods? The fuck?
What's up, Bobby? You're a legend.
Next time on Between the Wheels.
This one here was pretty much a shell. The thing sat in a barn for years and years and years. Most people want their car to look good, but they don't think of the handling aspect of the car.
This is a mishmash Frankenstein creation of modern technology.
It's a little bit more violent than the other car.
Really don't have to say much in this case. You just sit back and drive and relax.
Just enjoy the ride.